Welcome back to Getting Ready with Juanita. If you would like to know how I got this look, please continue watching. So I've already prepped my face, and all of the products that I've used will be listed in the description. And the primer that I used was the Rare Beauty the Pore Blurring Primer. Trying to get that out. But today I've decided to use my new to me. It's not like new to the world, but it's new to me. It's the Dior Matte Foundation. And you can tell it differs from the Glow by the fact that it has a frosted glass bottle. So I'm going to use this foundation for the first time today to create my look. So let's have a look. And nothing even spouted out yet. Ooh, this is quite runny as well. Oh, just like the Givenchy. I'm just going to spread this out because I'm not quite sure like how far it will go. Oh, wow. Really pretty. I'm just going to make sure I got it mixed up well. And I'm just going to apply a little bit more on my forehead. Such a pretty foundation. And the neat thing about this foundation is that it's matte, and I have dry combo leaning or dry combo skin, but it's leaning more on the dry side. And I don't find this feels terribly bad on my skin. Like a lot of matte ones will actually feel quite drying, but I'm just going to build it up just right here. Just in this zone here. Oh, that is beautiful. Really beautiful foundation. And the shade is just perfect for me. So I'm a light neutral, and this is 2N and 2N just in case you're a color twin to me. So just a sec. There we go. I'll put the cap back on. And then for my concealer today, I'm going to use my Dior concealer. And I have my Dior concealer in 1N. And I'm just going to put a little bit around my eyes there. And I'm just going to put a little dot here on my chin and here, because those areas tend to be high wear for me during the run of a day. And it's nice to sort of brighten up the mid part of your face as well. Now, the next time I purchase my Dior concealer, I might go 1.5N. But, I mean, that's not bad either. There's nothing wrong with this shade for me. So, I'm just going to spread this out. Yeah, this is actually not a bad shade for a concealer either, to be quite honest. And for my setting powder today, I'm going to go in with some creams first. I'm here jumping to that again. The first product I'm going to do is use my Dior bronzing stick. So I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to go directly on my brush. And it's nice, I got all my brushes clean again. And I'm just going to apply a bit. So I got the second shade, which is a little like deep for me. So all I do is just go in with a lighter hand. And I actually prefer this color to the light fair color they had. And that's because it was more cool. It looked more like a contour. and I lean towards bronzers. I'd rather have a bronzer color on my face than, I'm just going to add a little bit more to my forehead. But this product is very beautiful. It really melts into the skin with ease. Very pretty color. I really like this bronzer. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try this product again. This is the Rhodile Illuminate. It's a glass highlighter. So I'm just going to try some underpainting again to see, like, to try to use it as a product for like a highlight. I would like to see if I can get this dude to give me something, because I don't think it's giving, like, it's going to give you like a stripe of beam or anything, but I don't want that anyway. That's nothing. I like just a light, subtle highlight. The deepest highlight that I'll go is using the Rare Beauty highlights. That's the shiniest ones I have. Other than that, they just give you a more glowy look from within, and that's what I'm after now, just because I'm in my 50s. So I can see that highlight there, which is really pretty. And let's see, now I'm going to use my blush here from e.l.f. just because of this pink. Oh, it's gorgeous. Obviously, if I'm wearing it, I really enjoy this. And I'm going to just dip a little bit onto my tin here, just because this has so much color pigment. It's quite hard to, you know, be subtle. And not subtle, I'm not a subtle person, but what I mean is that it is bam. So I just try to go in with a lighter hand so that I get a prettier finish for my skin tone, because where I'm a light undertone. So I'm just going to start blending this in a little bit at a time, just so I have more control. I think that's what I'm after, is just trying to get a little bit more control with the pigment, because it's such a highly pigmented blush, but it's so beautiful at the same time. These liquid blushes from e.l.f. are quite beautiful. But then I've had the pleasure of actually trying the Rare Beauty ones. And in my opinion, I like the Rare Beauty ones better than the e.l.f., but the e.l.f. is quite beautiful too. So I'm not trying to say it's bad. I'm putting it on my face because I actually like the two colors I did get. They're very beautiful colors. And but yeah, it's just a little something about the Rare Beauty, just a nidge above, a step above. I get it why it went so viral, but like, I absolutely love this color too, guys, and I cannot deny that, because it's just stunning. And I'm just not a subtle lady, and that's okay. Everyone has different personality types. Okay. So I have that done now. So I have, I believe, all of my liquids on, and I'm going to go in just with a bit of my Givenchy setting powder. And I'm going to just use a bit of setting powder. I don't need very much, because the Dior products, like, I mean, I'm using a matte foundation, and I don't find that the Dior concealer leaves, like, it's not super, no, it's a little bit tacky. I'm just going to actually add a little bit more, just to make sure I got my eye set well. This is such a beautiful, beautiful blurring product, and it's I also find it's It's blurring and brightening, and there's a luminescence to it, and it's just such a beautiful setting powder. Up there on the top with my faves for sure. Or my fave. I should really say it's my fave because it is my fave so far from what I've tried. All right, so now that I've got that done, I'm just going to go off screen and I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm back and I have my eyebrows done, and I also created this look today with the Maneater palette from Arttitude Cosmetics, and this is their they reformulated the eyeshadow formula, I believe, and then relaunched it. And but I mean, like what I could tell from before, the original launch was just as beautiful as well. But I wanted to play around with some colors today. Green is one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love it. And I love pink. So I decided to put it together and see how well it might work together, because some of these tones are so very similar, and if they're in the same sort of tone family, then you have to make really opposing colors work together. So I'm going to start off with this beautiful green up here, and I'm just going to start right here, and it's just to start building it just right here in the outer corner here, and I'm going to bring it under. It's definitely not a combination that I would have thought of, but I want to see how it looks. It's one of those things, trust the process. So I want to see how this turns out. And please tell me in the comments what you think of the look as well. I'd love to hear your opinion. And then for the next color, I'm going to go with this dusty pink. I'm going to start building it up on the outside here. And the pink just goes just above that green. I made a little bit of a slip, and that happens sometimes when my arm gets a bit wonky. And with this color, I'm going to just bring it around just to the front. So I'm going to hit the corner and just bring it around to the front. I'm not going to go in very far with this shade. It's just to meet up with the green where the green is. And the thing is you can't really blend these two colors together very well. So I won't be crossing over too much with them because they would get a bit muddy, I believe. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go in with is this beautiful green here. And it's certainly a beautiful, vibrant green. And like, the thing is I know that this would have gone really well with the oranges, but I wanted to have fun today and see how well it played with the pinks. Because like, of course, back in the 80s, it was all about pink and purple, right? So that's sort of like a very sort of, well, 80s look. But it's not a bad thing, because you know what, guys? Again, we can be retro, and retro is cool too. Okay. And I'm liking that. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of my NYX glitter primer. Boop. Always got to have a little bit of this on, just a little dab. And okay. And we'll just pat that down, just like so. And like, my eyelids don't really get that oily, so like primer is really, I think, especially necessary for people with oily eyelids, because it's really going to hold on to your shadows throughout the day. So I'm first going to go on with this beautiful green shimmer here, and I'm just going to build it up, and I'm going to go above my lash line, or the crease, the fold, and I'm just going to bring it all the way up there. Good. And then I'm going to go in with the pink, this beautiful pink. And I want to slightly go above the fold here too. Sort of just meet. And I found like using the brush, just because my finger is a bit big, I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to meet that right up with the green. Okay. And then I'm just going to go under the eye, right about there, just to drop a bit. And there we go. I think that's something that I want to do too, is just add a bit of this green just along here. Actually, I'm going to add that green in a minute because I want to go right here with it. Because look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh my God. It is so vibrant and beautiful. We all know I like my color, and I'm not going to hide it. Okay. Ooh, I like that. But before I add this on this side, what I need to do first is I went in with a pencil brush from Refer, and I went into the black because I'm going to take a very little bit and I'm going to deepen this up. And I don't want the black to be black. It's just deepening that green. And this is why I was like, oh, I got to go back over that green on the lower lash line, because I want to just deepen up this vibrant green, just to give us sort of that transition. So pretty. Now I'm going to take this and go into this beautiful vibrant green here, and I'm just going to re-brighten that up, because I want that to be sort of like the star. I just want to do just a little bit of blending, and I'm going to use a brush that is completely clean, not green, clean. I'm just going to soften those edges up a bit. And I'm going to just blend this here just a little bit, just to soften this area too. And I think that's going to really do something here. Yeah, I really needed to blend that area. That looks so much better. And then I'm going to use this little guy. I got to give it a wipe just because okay. And I'm going to take this beautiful light shade on this little tiny detail brush, and I'm going to use it just here in the inner corner just to brighten that up. Okay. Ooh. This here is probably one of my bolder looks that I would do. And I'm having fun today. I absolutely love this color story. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. palette. I'm going to finish off with my powders first. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to take that beautiful light shade, and I'm just going to highlight my bone, of course, like I always do, the brow bone, just to bring some lift up there. I'm even going to just go on top of that shimmer, and I'm going to slightly just go above it and around it in a C shape just to brighten that outer corner, because I need that brightness. And it really does wonders for my eyes. Now, some people might not have to do it, but I mean, I'm in my 50s, and I just find that brightening there is something I really need now, and that's okay. It's all good. Just going with the flow. And then I'm going to take the same light shade and I'm going to go down my nose. And the reason why I love this color for like doing my nose is because like I find using, for me, a highlighter is too beaming. So this is like a soft, subtle highlight so that when the light hits it, it's just giving that little bit of brightness right down the middle of my nose. And that's why I love it so much. It's just a slight touch, so it's not too bam. And then I'm going to go in with my little bit of bronzer, and I'm going to do the shadowing bit. It's not really a shadow in my case, though, because it's not gray. Grays would normally be a shadow, but this is sort of just giving the illusion of my nose being a little bit smaller than what it actually is, and that's okay. It's just what I like to do. Okay, that's really beautiful. And then I'm, let me see. I think I'm going to go in with just the bronzer part from my Cheek Beauty blush bronzer duo, because I really love this bronzer in here. It's so subtle, and the formula is really beautiful. It's not muddy in any way or clinging to things you don't want it to cling to. It's a beautiful formula. I mean, these are made in Italy. And I just love that little subtle look it gives. And I find it pairs well with my Dior. Okay. And one thing I never do is around my chin. I don't know why, because I have a really small chin, and I probably bet that would do a lot. I'm actually going to use a little bit of this blush in here as well. Why not? More is more sometimes. I'm just going to clean my brush there, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this shade and just, yeah, that looks good. Just a little bit. Oh, that is so pretty. I love this blush. It is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I really love that. And with the pink of the e.l.f., what a combination. Wow. Just learned something new. Okay. And then I'll go in with my finishing powder, which is, of course, the Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite finishing powder. It blends everything so nicely. Lovely. And I really like that. It just sort of melted the edges of the blush so it wasn't too harsh, and it just all blends it in so nicely. Then I'm going to use my setting spray. Charlotte Tilbury. And I like that. So the next step is just to do my eyelashes, and I'm going to use my Exaggerize by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a beautiful formula. I'm really enjoying it, and I'll be right back. I'm back and I have my mascara on. I really enjoyed the way my eyeshadow turned out today. It's very springy and I love that. For my lips, I used the Lip Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade The Queen. And over that, I used a tad bit of the Hope Lip Stain from Rare Beauty. And I put a tad bit of Patrick Ta's beautiful shimmery pink gloss on over that, just to give it a little something something. Anyway, guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future uploads. As well, if you enjoyed today's content, give it a like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this look. Anyway, guys, I gotta say, I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day. And I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.